Say Game Paw. What is good, guys? I hope everybody is doing well. If not, I hope things get better. So, if you've been paying attention to the channel, then you know that the Lucid Air Sapphire, it's my favorite car in the game. And I would argue that it is the most versatile car in the game. Y'all already saw my drift video. If not, go check it out, because that's an epic one. To me, this is the best drift car in the game so far. I haven't tested all of them. I just got reasonably good at drifting, so it is what it is. But now we're gonna revisit something that I know I'm a master at. I'm really good at the off-road, because for the first 6 months of playing this game, I didn't do any on-road racing. I was strictly off-road, strictly cross-country, spamming Titan over and over and over again. Titan is one of those other races, just like Marathon, that I can do, and whatever mistakes I make, I know how much time is being reduced. Like, I know a good time at the end of the race, and I know if I've had a good race in whatever car that I'm using. So let's go check it out with this Lucid right here and see how well I do. And I'm gonna stay with you for this whole video, because there's a couple of moments in the video where I do some big brain moves that could be perceived as shortcuts maybe, or hacks for this particular race. So let's just get right into it and see what this race has in store for us. Pretty much. I mean, the Titan and the Lucid Air Sapphire, with one of the sickest liveries that I put on a car also, by the way, and you'll probably know from the thumbnail. But this car, it's elite. And while everybody is in their purpose-built car, you could be in your Lucid with your groceries and your kids, with the massage seats going and the AC and music playing, while your passenger is checking her makeup in the mirror and watching a movie on her side of the dashboard. I think there's a screen over there for the passengers. That's why I love these really fast sedans, because you get the speed, you get the performance, and you don't lose any practicality, which is sick. So here we go. For this turn in before you even get to the gate. Start turning in on that turn, because you will definitely hit the wall if you don't. And right here, go to the right of the wall. Let everybody else get slowed down by it. You won't. And again, right here, start turning in early. I didn't do it as early as I would have liked to, but start turning in early. And before you hit this jump, turn a little bit so you can angle your car towards the turn. What I should have done when I landed is just hit the handbrakes and just slid around the turn, but it is what it is. Okay, now for this next turn leading into the stadium right here, take it as wide as possible and cut it off, so you enter the stadium with as much speed as possible. If you try to go straight for the turn and then turn, you're gonna have to slow down too much. And the same thing for the top of this hill. Turn in before you get there and power through it. Make sure you start hitting, like, as soon as you hit the gate before that last one, start turning to the left right there. And again, right here at the top of the hill, try to turn a little bit to the right before you land, or before you hit the jump. And if you're jumping far enough, you'll be facing the gate, and you just power straight through it. Now through here, hit the brakes before the wall, and let the wall slow you down the rest of the way. And then you just make a turn. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. From here, try to jump off the middle so you can hit those two barrels that I just missed. I think those are Basuto barrels. Garbage cans. I always hit this. I always hit that. Right here, turn a little bit on the turn so you don't slide off into the woods there like I almost did. Turn a little bit more than I did. Okay, now we're coming to one of my favorite jumps. Okay? About between 120 and 125 miles per hour, you want to take this and turn sharply to the left. And this is how you'll land, facing the jump. Good as gold. Okay, for this next turn right here, power through it, and then release all the gas as you turn this corner. Feather it if you need to. And when you land, don't land on power. Find the power when you land and coast into the turn. I took that turn horribly, but if you see me do Titan before, you see exactly how to do that turn. And the same thing right here. You don't want to be spinning your wheels. I know sometimes I said you want to spin your wheels, but not all the time. You got to know how drastic the jump is and how your suspension is actually set up. So I've got very, very low rebound. I think the one on the bottom for the dampening. So the one on the bottom is at 2.5 and the one at the top is 15. And that's my default for all tuners. Racing, all of them. And I just adjust the ride height. Hit this tree to keep your skill chain going, and I adjust the ride height for different races. So I slam it. Well, okay, it's my default except for drifting. We'll get into the drifting tunes more in depth in another episode. But for street and off-road, it's 15, 2.5 for most cars. Some cars are lighter and don't require as much on the bottom. Some cars are heavier and need more on the top. So just start with the default and play with it. Now this turn right here, turn also in the air before you land. And then you'll aim right for that gate and you got it. Don't turn for this jump. And right here, handbrake it. Because this turn it's kind of a switchback. And right here, start your drift here. And you could drift all the way around this turn. And you should drift all the way around this turn. And just like the turn off of that bridge jump, take this one wide. Or the stadium turn. Take that one wide. And then cut your turn off. When going through here, try to hit everything, including those solar panels. Try to hit those as well. And then you come off the jump. I floor it off of this jump. So the car finds traction as soon as it hits the ground, and we're through to the end. 803. 803 isn't bad. A sub 8 is optimal. Sub 30, sub 730 is elite. But that's the Lucid in this race, and I know I could have done better. I could have definitely got a sub 8, and I have before. Oh, and if you see my short, this is what you do when you get a take hand on the wheel spin. But that's all I got. Thanks for pulling up. Peace.